Today on the Galactic line, I implemented HUDs and I implemented systems. So here we've got batteries, reactors, and the supply of antimatter gel we use. So if I turn our engines on, like so, they will start to drain our battery. Our reactor ambles along at about a third. It's trying to keep the batteries topped off, but they're being drained faster than they can be charged, so it's just kind of, whatever. The batteries start to complain, then they start to really complain, but before they run out entirely, we hit our cruising speed and our engines shut off. And now the batteries continue to get charged, but there's no load on them, so they're actually refilling. And the reactor didn't even notice. It's still ambling along at the same rate. Once the batteries are completely recharged, our reactor will go into low power mode right now. So those kinds of systems are the heart of ship design when you want to design your ships, but I've tried to build them so that they are pretty easy to handle if you're not into ship design. If you just want a ship that runs, you can just slap on a big reactor and not even worry about the batteries. But if you're trying to optimize your weight, you can always scale down the reactor like I've done, so it produces a lot less power, but then you can always use the batteries as a way to supply the power when you need a sudden boost. So this is coming along pretty nicely now that the systems are in place. Keep in mind that they're all calculated automatically. There's no manual wiring for anything except for the HUD. At the moment I haven't figured out a good way to manually create a HUD, so every ship has its own. I think that's probably okay, but I need to have a way to make that HUD in-game. Of course, I don't have a way to make ships in-game yet either, so still a ways to go. You can see that, by the way, we are venting heat. That heat is part of the systems, as is the supply of gel and how much power and heat and gel is used by the engines and so on. Sorry, the gel is the antimatter fuel. Everything is still placeholder. Don't worry, the planets are not going to look like that. Have a good one.